father, the deep love for a mother and her effect on me, the parenting of young men and learning how to let go, the separation and severance of a deep marriage, the journeys and travels and experiences to Costa Rica when I was on a merchant marine ship, or hopping freight trains when I was 16 across the United States.
Wow.
Hitchhiking and hopping freights, losing in a very tragic way a couple of friends during very formative years in my life in my late teens. I mean, many experiences, many themes occur in this book, and so I write about it I lived it as consciously as I could. I try to, excuse me. There are many memories that are attached to these that I bring into my life, and there are the scents, the sounds, the fragrances, the moments, the places, and I think in being as truthful and honest as I can, and trying to see trying to be as true as I can to the present person that I am, I become as true as I can to the person I was. And I think the reader will experience these feelings and these emotions in their own deepest ways and reflect upon their own journeys. And I ask a lot of questions, philosophical questions about why things happen the way they do, and whether there's a certain amount of fate involved, or determinism, and what our choices are, and what are the limitations to our choices. So I ask a lot of questions about life, and perhaps I'm asking a lot of questions for other people to ask themselves as they re-experience their own lives and their own journeys as they take the journey of my book. So in a way, I'm on a journey. I'm describing the journey. The writing of the book was a journey, but I'm describing the whole journey that I experienced, and many, many different experiences. And I think that in that sense, I'm a tour guide. I'm bringing people on a tour in the deepest possible way of my experiences, and hopefully they will encounter themselves, trust themselves, look at themselves, perhaps open themselves up to different ways of seeing their own experience.
Exonation, Bruce Rosen is my special guest this hour. He's the author of If You Ever Need Me, I Won't Be Far Away. And his website is www.almarosepublishing.com. Bruce, you say your book is about joy, the memory of joy, the joy we carry with us. Why is that?
There's an article. Let me refer you to perhaps an article that I wrote. And shortly after writing this book, I was asked to write an article for, and then I'll summarize, I'll go into a little deeper, but I was asked to write an article for Personal Excellence magazine, an international magazine, and they'd read the book and they were taken with it. And they wanted me to summarize, if I could, in an article for them, what was one of the key themes. So as sort of a companion piece to that book, almost a sort of a primer, if you will, I wrote a piece for Personal Excellence called "Finding Joy Amid Life's Lessons," and I broke it down into 6 different messages that I sort of extrapolate from the book, and I'll go into it a little deeper after this. But number 1, I said, let joy in. Ultimately, happiness isn't a goal to be met. Happiness finds you if you let it in. You can't obtain it like a mere material possession or find it in any external object. It washes over you when you recognize that you're doing the best you can to live an honest life and make wise choices, when you allow yourself to love yourself. That's number 1. Number 2, give and receive gracefully. You may not know where the next job or opportunity will come from, but when you let go of your own control of the situation, when you stop trying to manipulate everything in your power, it somehow arrives just in time. Everything is always just in time. Number 3, repent, learn, let go of regret and guilt, and move on. Clearly life is hard, and you must experience the consequences of your actions. Often we do not choose well and regret the effects of these actions. Perhaps an affair wreaked havoc on a marriage, and all of this has parties suffering. There's regret and guilt over the action that did the damage. You now recognize that you should have held yourself to a higher standard. All of this. But communicate until the magic takes over and the joy returns. If the marriage can't be saved, if the broken promise has caused it to end, then move on and learn. And basically the message is we're an imperfect being with an eternal soul. There's much to learn. But if you dwell on guilt and regret, it makes you ill. It prevents you from living fully. It prevents you from letting joy in. Realize that we're limited, that we're imperfect, that we're human, that we're mortal. We do the best we can, and we move on. Number 4, do what you love, even in small ways, in any way possible. And I talk about music in this book as being magical. Music allows us to experience joy in its deepest ways. Music ties us to who we are and our feelings and our emotions. There are so many ways to, without spending a nickel, to just turn on the music that we love and allow ourselves to go back in time. Or it may be a sporting event. You're in Canada, and I was born in Canada, and I started playing ice hockey at a young age. And,
I understand that, yeah. And you were born in Toronto.
I moved to California, at a young age, but continued playing hockey. And I still love hockey, and every time I go to a hockey game or watch one on TV or whatever, there's great joy for me. So sports, whatever we love to do or watch, allow ourselves to do it. Number 5, laugh more. You're a child when you're young, but you're also a child when you were in your 20s and 30s, 70s and 80s and beyond, and your inner child wants to laugh. And then the final one I talk about here is let go of your cares and worries.
Yeah.
We take our cares and worries seriously, but you also need to take yourself lightly enough to be kind and gentle enough with yourself to let them go. So these are some of the themes about finding joy that occur in the book, and ultimately, the book is about joy. The joy we can discover, the joy that is our birthright, the joy that is available to us. It's part of being alive in this universe, and we can recover that. We can rediscover it, and these 6 steps certainly will help you. But
ultimately, the decision is yours if you want to have a life filled with joy or not.
Pardon me?
I said ultimately, the decision to have a life full of joy is yours and yours alone.
Exactly. And there are many things that get in the way of it. I mean, there's the stress of the day, there's the obligations, and as our children get older and our parents get older, and we want to take care of our parents if they need help, if we can, we want to help our children, our siblings. We have lots of responsibilities. There's the traffic noise, the incessant emails and text messages that get in the way. But you're right. Ultimately, it's our choice, and we have the ability to overcome our stresses and really experience joy.
Bruce, stand by. You and I have to take our news break at the bottom of the hour. Exonation, Bruce F. Rosen is our special guest. He's the author of If You Ever Need Me, I Won't Be Far Away, and his website is www.almarosepublishing.com. We'll be back after the news. Don't go away. My name is Rob McConnell, and I would like to tell you about a very special lady that I have the pleasure of knowing, and that's Miss Sylvia Anthony. Sylvia Anthony believes the golden years are a time to gear up and get busy, not relax and take it easy. She has faced many hardships in her 84 years, but they have made her stronger and more determined. As founder and president of Sylvia's Haven, a shelter for women and their children near Boston, Sylvia has helped transform over 1,086 lives in the past 27 years, not only with housing, but also providing direction as to where they can go to develop the earning skills they want and need to live free from difficult domestic situations. Sylvia's Haven is everything to Sylvia Anthony, even calling it her magnificent obsession. Women who qualify for the program at Sylvia's Haven receive assistance via guidance counselors to find the appropriate job opportunity. Women and their children may remain at the housing for up to 2 years. At the end of this time, or sooner, a woman who is successfully employed and has an apartment or home may leave Sylvia's Haven to begin a new and independent life. Now this is where you come in to help make Sylvia's dream into a reality. Sylvia's dream is to have a Sylvia's Haven in every state to help as many women and their children as she can, and to help this dream come true. A crowdfunding site has been established which can be accessed at www.sylviasdream.org. Now that's www.sylviasdream.org. With your financial help and support, Sylvia Anthony will continue to help those in their time of need, not only in the Boston area, but with her dream of having a Sylvia's Haven in every state of the United States. Your help is needed to make Sylvia's dream come true. Please visit and give at www.sylviasdream.org. Once again, www.sylviasdream.org. And remember, the only difference between a dream and reality is just doing it. We need your help to make Sylvia's dream come true. Visit www.sylviasdream.org. Once again, www.sylviasdream.org. For the X Zone Radio TV show and the X Chronicles newspaper, I am Rob McConnell.
You're listening to the X Zone Radio Show, live and around the world on the Talkstar Radio Network,
X Zone Broadcast Network,
UK High Definition Radio,
Euro High Definition Radio,
and Star Cable. Our toll-free telephone number worldwide is 1-800-610-7035.
Our email address, xzone@xzoneradiotv.com.
On MSN Messenger, xzoneradiotv@hotmail.com.
And our website,
www.xzoneradiotv.com.
Tickets torn in half, memories in bits and pieces, traces of love long ago that didn't work out right, traces of
Welcome back, everyone. Before we get back to our guest of this hour, Bruce Rosen, I'm going to be the Master of Ceremonies at the Body, Soul, Spirit Expo next weekend, the 25th to the 27th at the International Center in Toronto, Ontario. It's at 6900 Mississauga Road, and we're going to be there for 2 days. We're going to be handing out digital copies of the X Chronicles newspaper, some of our most remembered interviews, videos. All you have to do is drop by our booth and say, can we please get a copy of the digital DVD that you guys are handing out? It's that simple. And we're looking forward to meeting a lot of our members of the X Zone Nation who are coming all the way from, we've got emails from people who are coming as far as Georgia to come up to this event to see us and to spend some time with Chandler Armstrong and the other people of the Body, Soul, Spirit Expo. So once again, I look forward to meeting each and every one of you. Drop by our booth and say hi. And if you'd like more information, www.bodysoulspiritexpo.com. Bruce Rosen is my guest this hour, X Zone Nation. We're talking about Bruce's book, If You Ever Need Me, I Won't Be Far Away. And the website is www.almarosepublishing.com. Bruce, I understand to help your family, to help support your family, your psychic mother read for celebrities like Marlon Brando and helped rich people and poor people alike. Now, how did her advice help you and others in their lives?
Oh, she was amazing, and she helped many, many, many people. She discovered her gift at a very, very young age, and excuse me.
Sure.
she discovered her gift at a very, very young age. And